after Saturday's disappointing defeat. How are you going to approach this Capital One Cup tie?
Well, it's the game, obviously. It's no matter what competition it is in, Liverpool, Manchester United, it's always a massive game. So it's certainly one that we're going there to look to get through into the next round. And as you said, after the disappointment of the weekend, it's great to get back on the field again.
Approach-wise, strong squad. I mean, you feel that a fairly strong side in the last round. So the fact that it's Manchester United.
Yeah, I think in terms of our squad anyway at the minute dictates that, you know, we've got a very small squad. We've got a number of injuries, which has been unfortunate at this moment in time. So we have a group of 20 players training, and obviously that group will be the squad for the game.
What did you make of Manchester United's performance yesterday? I'm assuming you saw the game at Manchester City.
Yeah, I think it was more about Manchester City yesterday. I thought it was probably the level of performance that everyone is expecting from them. You know, the squad that they've accumulated together there, the quality that they have. And that squad is right up there, the best in European football, never mind just in this country. So, and I think they performed at a really top level. So, I think it was more about them. They were outstanding yesterday.
Luis Suarez is available to you. You'll be delighted with that. What part will he play on Wednesday?
Well, he certainly comes back into the squad, and obviously we're delighted to have him. It's been a real difficult time for him in terms of not playing games, but I've got to say how he's prepared himself over these last numbers of weeks. He's been fantastic. You know, his attitude in training and everything. I know he's really champing at the bit now to get back and help the team. So as I said, he'll obviously travel with us, and we'll reflect in the next 24 hours whether he starts or not.
Will the players itching to have him back as well?
I think having someone of that quality back into your squad gives everyone a lift, really, and as everyone knows the depth of his qualities and his attitude, really. You know, he's non-stop in his commitment, and I'm sure that once he gets back onto the field again, he'll show what he's shown since he's been here, which has been top quality.
We always talk about this match fitness, despite being maybe physically fit. How is it possible to keep that up? Is he the sort of player that maybe is already switched on? How might it work with him?
Yeah, I think he's obviously, and we've been preparing him for this moment for over a number of weeks now, and of course you never get the full match fitness until you're playing, and as I said, and you have the crowd and everything, but he's a player that it's one of the things that's astounded me really about in the time I've been here has been his physicality. You know, this is a guy that's last season travelled all around the world internationally, played games, came back, I assessed him and looked at him and thought that maybe he may have been a bit tired. You put him into the next game, he scored a hat-trick away at Wigan, and so he's a real robust character, and as I said, his biggest quality is his desire and commitment. So as I said, he comes back into the reckoning now, and you know what he will do is he'll give it 100%, and I'm sure after a few games he'll get right back up to speed again. But certainly from what I've seen in the training and all the extra work he's put in, and all the game time that he's been able to collate over the last numbers of weeks, he's had a good preparation in order to come back.
I get the impression from talking to you and your players as well that he probably gave as much to the game here against Burnley as he might do if he was playing on Wednesday night at Old Trafford.
Yeah, and that's the type, and that's the beauty of him. He played a game behind closed doors, and I know lots of players in that situation. We had a reserve game the night before, so a lot of the older reserve players were playing in that game. We had a behind closed doors game against Burnley with a lot of our younger players, and I know probably a lot of players that would have decided just to come in and train that morning, but he loves the game, he lives for the game, Louis, and as I said, he put everything into that, and it's what we expect, because that's the type of character he is.
Can I ask you about Daniel as well, Daniel Legger? How's he?
Yeah, we'll see how he is obviously for the game. He could be a doubt for the game. It's not quite recovered fully, and obviously he wanted to give it a go at the weekend. And but unfortunately, it was just he was struggling with his breathing really, because obviously he's had the knock in around his ribs and that. But we'll see. He's a player that makes good recovery, and we'll see in the next 24 hours how he gets on for the game Wednesday.
And can I ask you just finally for me about Jose as well? Is that with his knee, Jose Enrique? Is that something that constantly has to be managed? How does that work?
Yeah, well, we have to taper his loading on the training, because as I said, he's had this niggle now for a few weeks, and obviously with this period now, with 3 games this week, we decided to give him that, miss them out really at the weekend. That would allow him then to be involved over these next couple of games, and it's just unfortunate that Alex Sissoko was unavailable because of injury, or else he would have been able to step in and Jose might have been able to rest it that wee bit more. But he's training, he's fine. We just need to protect his load, and as I said, the last thing we wanted to do was lose him really. So but he'll be available for Wednesday.
Thank you. Brendan, given Luis Suarez's extended absence, do you think that possibly there's a